Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. What if AI video wasn't about stitching together random shots, but about directing a scene the way real filmmakers do? Today, I'm diving deep into Higgsfield Cinema Studio 2.0. And honestly, this feels like a major leap toward real AI filmmaking. This isn't your typical type a prompt and hope for the best video generator. Cinema Studio 2.0 gives you director level control. You can design your own camera setup, pick specific lenses, control movements like pan, tilt, and dolly, shape character emotions, build multi-shot sequences, and even explore your scenes in full 3D. All inside one smooth workflow. No messy timelines, no confusing keyframes, just pure cinematic control, exactly where you need it. In this video, I'll walk you through my complete workflow inside Higgsfield. From crafting the perfect hero shot to directing motion, connecting multiple scenes, and experimenting with different genres like action and suspense. If you're serious about cinematic AI video and storytelling that actually feels intentional, this is something you don't want to miss. Let's jump straight in. When you launch Cinema Studio 2.0, you'll see two main options: image and video. And we're not jumping into motion yet, because every great film starts with a powerful frame. So I'm heading into image mode first. This is where we design the visual DNA of our scene. First, I write a clear cinematic description of what I want. Think of this like directing a photo shoot. The more intentional you are, the stronger the result. Before generating, I lock in the aspect ratio. If you're creating for YouTube, 16:9 is perfect. If you want something more dramatic and theatrical, 21:9 gives you that ultra-wide cinema look. For this demo, I'm sticking with 16:9. Next is grid generation. Instead of generating just one image, you can preview multiple variations, like 2x2 or 3x3, and instantly compare composition, lighting, and framing. It's basically rapid storyboarding. You're not guessing, you're choosing. I generate a small grid and pick the strongest frame as my hero frame. Now here's something important: reference elements. If you have a recurring character, you can create a reference element to keep them consistent across shots. No random face changes, no outfit suddenly switching. For storytelling, that's massive. Now comes the cinematography. This is where Cinema Studio feels different from basic AI tools. You're not just typing prompts anymore. You're thinking like a filmmaker. You choose your camera setup, your lens, your focal length, and your aperture. For this scene, I'm selecting a 50mm lens. It gives a natural cinematic perspective. Not too wide, not too compressed. I'll set the aperture around f4. That gives subtle depth separation without completely blurring the environment. Once everything feels intentional, I hit generate. Now we're not just creating an image, we're crafting the opening shot of a film. Alright, and here it is. Take a second and really look at this frame. The lighting feels dramatic. The explosion creates depth. Sparks fly toward the lens. The character is frozen mid-air at peak action. This doesn't look like a test render. It looks like a still pulled from a high-budget action film. But we're not stopping here. When I click Generate 3D Scene, the image transforms into a spatial environment. Now, I'm not just looking at a flat image. I can move the camera, push forward, pull back, shift perspective, adjust framing, like I'm standing on a real set. That's a huge difference. Traditional AI images are static. Here, I'm navigating space. Maybe I push the camera closer to amplify intensity. Maybe I widen it to show more destruction in the background. When I find the perfect angle, I capture it as my official shot. Then I refine it. I can upscale for more detail. Use enhancer to refine textures and lighting. Use relight to change the mood. Use in-paint to fix specific areas, or experiment with angles to test different perspectives. The key thing is, I'm not regenerating from scratch. I'm polishing the exact moment I already love. And this becomes my final hero frame, the foundation of everything. Now, we switch to video mode. This is where the still image becomes a cinematic sequence. The first thing you'll see is the director panel. This is your control center. By default, it's set to single shot, one continuous take. If you want more advanced storytelling, you can switch to multi-shot auto or multi-shot manual. For this demo, I'm keeping it focused with a single intense shot. Next is movement. You can choose zoom in, zoom out, pan, handheld, static, follow cam. Each one changes the emotional impact. Since this is an action moment, I'm selecting zoom in. Pushing the camera forward instantly increases tension. It pulls the viewer into the chaos. Now, instead of robotic movement, you control acceleration. The camera can start slow and then surge forward at the peak of action. That subtle ramp makes everything feel cinematic. Now let's talk about genre presets. This isn't just a filter. It changes pacing logic. If I choose action, motion becomes sharper and more energetic. If I choose horror, it slows down and builds suspense. Comedy holds reactions longer. Western and suspense each have their own timing style. Since this scene is built around explosions and chaos, I'm locking in action. In the prompt area, I'm continuing the scene instead of rewriting everything. Movement, zoom in. Genre, action. Speed ramp tuned for intensity. Duration locked. And now, I hit generate. This is where the still image stops being a picture and becomes a cinematic moment. Watch this. The camera pushes forward. The explosion expands. Sparks fly toward the lens. The character holds that dramatic mid-air pose. And suddenly, it feels like a movie shot. Not random animation. Directed motion. We didn't just animate an image. We staged it. We paced it. We directed it. From building a hero frame, to exploring it in 3D, to designing a fully directed cinematic action sequence. All inside one unified workspace. No timeline headaches, no complex keyframes. Just cinematic control powered by AI. If you're serious about AI filmmaking and visual storytelling, you should try this yourself. Experiment with camera movements, switch genres, test multi-shot storytelling. Links are in the description. If this breakdown helped you, drop a like, subscribe for more deep dives into AI creative tools, and let me know in the comments what kind of scene I should direct next. I'll see you in the next one.